Did you know that up to 60% of people over 50 are harboring unwanted guests in their digestive system right now? Parasites that silently drain your energy, disrupt your digestion, and could be the hidden cause of that unexplained fatigue you've been battling for years. What if I told you that certain fruits sitting in your kitchen right now have the power to flush these invaders out naturally? Stay with me, because in the next few minutes, I'm going to reveal the 5 most powerful parasite-fighting fruits that people over 50 need to eat every day. And stick around until the end, because I'll share a simple morning routine that combines these fruits for maximum parasite cleansing power that's been helping thousands of our viewers reclaim their health and vitality. Let's talk about why parasites are such a concerning issue, especially for those of us over 50. As we age, our immune system naturally becomes less robust. Studies show that after 50, our body produces fewer immune cells and responds more slowly to invaders. This creates the perfect environment for parasites to take hold and thrive. But what exactly are parasites? Simply put, they're organisms that live off their host, in this case, you, taking nutrients they need while giving nothing beneficial in return. From microscopic protozoa to various types of worms, these unwanted guests can enter your body through contaminated food, water, or even through the skin. The symptoms of parasitic infections can be surprisingly common and often mistaken for other conditions. Unexplained digestive issues, persistent fatigue, unexplained weight changes, sleep disturbances, skin problems, and even grinding your teeth at night can all be signs of parasitic infection. Does any of this sound familiar? What makes this particularly troubling is how these symptoms overlap with what many consider normal aging. That persistent bloating after meals, the fatigue that never seems to lift despite getting enough sleep, the brain fog that makes you reach for that word that's on the tip of your tongue. Many attribute these to just getting older, when they could actually be signs that parasites are affecting your health. Traditional treatments for parasites often involve harsh medications with significant side effects. But here's the good news. Traditional healing systems from around the world have utilized natural remedies for centuries with remarkable success. And modern research is beginning to validate what traditional healers have known all along. Certain foods have powerful anti-parasitic properties. Before we dive into our list of powerful parasite-fighting fruits, I want to be clear. If you suspect you have a parasitic infection, it's important to consult with your healthcare provider. The natural remedies we're discussing today can be powerful allies in your health journey, but they work best as part of a comprehensive approach to wellness. Now, let's explore the 10 remarkable fruits that research and traditional medicine suggest can help eliminate parasites naturally. Each of these fruits contains compounds that create an unwelcoming environment for parasites, helping to flush them from your system while supporting your overall health. 1. Papaya. First on our list is papaya, particularly the seeds. Traditional healers in tropical regions have long used papaya seeds to eliminate intestinal parasites, and modern research is catching up. Studies published in the Journal of Medicinal Food have confirmed that papaya seeds contain powerful enzymes and an alkaloid called carpane that can effectively kill parasitic worms and their eggs. What makes papaya particularly valuable is its enzyme papain, which helps break down protein-based waste in the digestive tract. This creates an environment where parasites struggle to attach to intestinal walls. Additionally, papaya is rich in vitamin C, which supports your immune system in the fight against these invaders. Here's how to use papaya most effectively. Consume 1/4 of a papaya with 1 tablespoon of papaya seeds daily on an empty stomach. The seeds have a peppery taste, so I recommend blending them with a bit of honey and a splash of coconut water. This makes a powerful morning tonic that not only targets parasites but improves overall digestion. Coming up next, our second fruit might surprise you. It's commonly found in your kitchen, but few people know about its parasite-fighting abilities. But first, Let me remind you that consistency is key with these natural remedies. You'll want to incorporate these foods regularly for at least 3 weeks to see optimal results. 2. Pineapple. Our second parasite-fighting champion is pineapple. This tropical delight contains bromelain, a mixture of enzymes that digests proteins and has been shown to help break down the protective biofilms that parasites create to shield themselves in your gut. A study in the International Journal of Antiparasitic Agents found that bromelain was effective against several common intestinal parasites, including Giardia and Entamoeba histolytica. What's particularly impressive is how bromelain works in multiple ways. It directly damages parasites while also boosting your body's own immune response against them. Pineapple also contains significant amounts of manganese, a mineral that supports the production of superoxide dismutase, one of your body's primary antioxidant enzymes. This helps reduce inflammation caused by parasitic infections and supports tissue repair as your body heals. For maximum benefit, consume 1 cup of fresh pineapple daily, preferably between meals. The core of the pineapple contains the highest concentration of bromelain, so don't discard it. Instead, blend it into a smoothie with some ginger and lemon for an even more powerful anti-parasitic effect. Stick around because our third fruit is one you might already have in your kitchen right now, and it's particularly effective against a type of parasite that affects over 30% of people over 50. But first, let me mention that these natural remedies work synergistically. Combining several of these fruits in your weekly diet creates a multifaceted approach that parasites find difficult to resist. 3. Pomegranate. Third on our list is pomegranate, a fruit with a history of medicinal use dating back thousands of years. Ancient Egyptian medical texts mentioned pomegranate as a treatment for parasitic infections, and modern research has validated this traditional wisdom. The secret to pomegranate's effectiveness lies in its high tannin content, particularly a compound called punicalagin. Research published in the Journal of Ethnopharmacology demonstrated that these compounds can paralyze and eventually kill intestinal worms. The study showed particular effectiveness against tapeworms and roundworms, which are among the most common parasitic infections in adults over 50. What makes pomegranate especially valuable is that it doesn't just target adult parasites. It's also effective against their eggs, helping to break the reproductive cycle. Additionally, pomegranate is rich in antioxidants that support gut healing, which is crucial as your body recovers from a parasitic infection. To use pomegranate effectively, consume a 1/4 cup of fresh pomegranate seeds daily. Alternatively, you can drink 2 to 3 ounces of pure pomegranate juice twice daily. For an enhanced effect, some traditional healers recommend making a decoction from pomegranate rind, though the fruit itself is more palatable and still quite effective. In a moment, I'll show you our 4th parasite-fighting fruit, one that's been used in traditional Chinese medicine for centuries and is now showing promising results in clinical studies. But first, remember that addressing parasites is just one aspect of restoring your gut health. Rebuilding a healthy microbiome is equally important, so consider adding probiotic-rich foods to your diet alongside these remedies. 4. Fig. Coming in at number 4 is the humble fig, particularly dried figs. This fruit has been used in traditional medicine systems across the Mediterranean and Middle East as a natural laxative and intestinal cleanser, but its anti-parasitic properties are what make it truly remarkable. Figs contain an enzyme called phycin, which is similar to papain in papaya. Research in the International Journal of Pharmaceutical Sciences and Research has shown that phycin can break down the protective coating of certain parasites, making them vulnerable to your body's immune defenses. Additionally, the tiny seeds in figs act as a gentle intestinal scrub, helping to dislodge parasites from the intestinal walls. What's particularly interesting about figs is their dual-action jars. They help eliminate parasites while also supporting the growth of beneficial bacteria in your gut. A healthy microbiome is one of your strongest defenses against parasitic reinfestation, so this dual action makes figs especially valuable in a comprehensive approach. For best results, soak 2 to 3 dried figs in water overnight, then consume them first thing in the morning on an empty stomach. The soaking process makes them easier to digest and enhances their laxative effect, helping to flush out parasites and their toxins more effectively. Coming up next is our fifth fruit, a common household staple that contains a compound shown to be effective against more than 14 different types of parasites. But first, let me emphasize the importance of hydration during any parasite cleanse. Drinking plenty of purified water helps flush toxins and dead parasites from your system, reducing die-off symptoms like headaches and fatigue. 5. Watermelon. Halfway through our list at number 5 is watermelon, particularly watermelon seeds. While many of us discard the seeds or choose seedless varieties, traditional healing systems, especially in China and India, have long valued watermelon seeds for their anti-parasitic properties. Watermelon seeds contain a compound called cucurbitacin, which has been shown to have a paralytic effect on worms, particularly tapeworms and roundworms. A study in the Journal of Agricultural and Food Chemistry found that extracts from watermelon seeds were effective against several species of intestinal parasites, disrupting their nervous systems and preventing them from feeding and reproducing. Beyond the seeds, watermelon itself is over 90% water, making it an excellent natural diuretic. This high water content helps flush your kidneys and urinary tract, which is essential during a parasite cleanse as your body works to eliminate toxins released by dying parasites. To use watermelon effectively, blend a quarter cup of watermelon seeds into a fine powder using a coffee grinder. Then mix 1 tablespoon of this powder with a glass of warm water and drink it daily for 3 days. Take a break for 4 days, then repeat the cycle for a total of 3 weeks. Additionally, include fresh watermelon in your diet during the summer months when it's in season and at its most nutritious. Stick around for fruit number 6. This one contains a compound that research shows can reduce parasitic load by up to 65% in just 2 weeks. But first, I want to remind you that these natural remedies are powerful but gentle. Unlike pharmaceutical treatments that can damage your gut lining and beneficial bacteria, these fruits work with your body's natural processes to create an environment where parasites simply cannot thrive. 6. Coconut. Our 6th parasite-fighting fruit is technically a seed, but we commonly think of it as a fruit, the versatile coconut. Both coconut water and coconut oil have impressive anti-parasitic properties, but they work in different ways. Medium-chain triglycerides, MCTs in coconut oil, particularly lauric acid, have been shown to dissolve the protective membrane that surrounds certain parasites. A study published in the Journal of Medicinal Food found that coconut oil was effective against Giardia, one of the most common intestinal parasites worldwide, reducing infection rates by over 50% in the test group. What makes coconut particularly valuable is its versatility. While the oil targets parasites directly, coconut water helps rehydrate and replenish electrolytes lost during the cleansing process. This is especially important for adults over 50, as we're more susceptible to dehydration and electrolyte imbalances. To use coconut effectively, consume 1 to 2 tablespoons of organic, extra virgin coconut oil daily. Start with a teaspoon and gradually increase the amount to avoid digestive discomfort. You can take it straight, mix it into warm beverages, or use it in cooking. Additionally, drink fresh coconut water as a hydrating beverage during your parasite cleanse. In a moment, I'll reveal our 7th fruit, perhaps the most powerful on our list, plus that special herb I mentioned earlier that dramatically enhances its effectiveness. But first, a quick reminder that parasites thrive in an acidic internal environment. All the fruits we're discussing today help alkalize your body, creating conditions where parasites struggle to survive while your beneficial bacteria flourish. 7. Guava. Our 7th fruit is guava, particularly guava leaves, which are often overlooked in Western diets but highly valued in traditional medicine systems across South America and Asia. Guava contains compounds called polyphenols and flavonoids that have demonstrated powerful anti-parasitic effects in numerous studies. Research published in the International Journal of Pharmaceutical Sciences Review and Research found that guava leaf extract was effective against a wide range of intestinal parasites, including those resistant to conventional medications. The study showed particular effectiveness against amoebic infections, which are notoriously difficult to treat and increasingly common in adults over 50. Now, here's that special herb I promised. When guava is combined with oregano, particularly oil of oregano, its anti-parasitic effects are amplified significantly. Oregano contains carvacrol and thymol, compounds that have been shown to disrupt the cellular membranes of parasites. When used together, guava and oregano create a synergistic effect that parasites find nearly impossible to withstand. To use guava effectively, make a tea by steeping 2 to 3 guava leaves in hot water for 10 minutes, strain, and drink twice daily. Add 1 to 2 drops of oil of oregano for enhanced effect, but be sure to use food-grade oregano oil. Additionally, include fresh guava fruit in your diet when available. The fruit contains both soluble and insoluble fiber that helps sweep parasites and their eggs from your intestinal tract. Coming up next is our 8th fruit, one that contains a compound so effective against parasites that it's being studied as a potential treatment for drug-resistant parasitic infections. But first, I want to emphasize the importance of giving your body time to heal. These natural remedies work gradually, and a full parasite cleanse typically takes 3 to 4 weeks. Be patient with the process and listen to your body. 8. Berries. Number 8 on our list isn't a single fruit but a category: berries, particularly blackberries, blueberries, and raspberries. These small but mighty fruits are packed with compounds called elagitannins and anthocyanins that have demonstrated significant anti-parasitic effects. A study in the Journal of Agricultural and Food Chemistry found that extracts from these berries were effective against several species of intestinal parasites, particularly those that cause digestive distress and nutrient malabsorption. The researchers noted that the compound ellagic acid was particularly effective in disrupting the life cycle of common intestinal worms. What makes berries especially valuable for adults over 50 is their high antioxidant content. As we age, our bodies produce fewer antioxidants naturally, making dietary sources increasingly important. These antioxidants not only help fight parasites, but also support tissue repair and reduce inflammation throughout the body. For maximum benefit, consume a variety of fresh berries daily. Aim for 1 to 2 cups. If fresh berries aren't available, frozen berries retain most of their beneficial compounds. Avoid berries with added sugars, as sugar can feed certain parasites and counteract the benefits. A simple berry smoothie with unsweetened coconut milk makes an excellent parasite-fighting breakfast or snack. Stick around for fruit number 9. This one contains enzymes so powerful they're being used in pharmaceutical research for next-generation anti-parasitic drugs. But first, let me mention that as parasites die off, you might experience temporary symptoms like fatigue, headaches, or digestive changes. This is known as a die-off reaction and is actually a sign that the remedies are working. Stay hydrated and rest as needed during this process. 9. Kiwi. Our 9th parasite-fighting fruit is kiwi, a small fruit with impressive health benefits. Kiwi contains an enzyme called actinidin, which is similar to papain and bromelain, but with some unique properties that make it especially effective against certain types of parasites. Research in the Journal of Agricultural and Food Chemistry found that actinidin was particularly effective against protein-based parasites, breaking down their protective coatings and exposing them to your immune system. Additionally, kiwi contains a compound called quinic acid, which has been shown to have antimicrobial and antiparasitic properties. What makes kiwi particularly valuable for adults over 50 is its high vitamin C content. One kiwi provides almost 100% of your daily vitamin C needs. This immune-boosting vitamin is crucial during a parasite cleanse, as your immune system needs extra support to eliminate the dying parasites and prevent reinfestation. For best results, consume 2 kiwis daily, preferably on an empty stomach. The tiny black seeds contain additional beneficial compounds, so be sure to eat those as well. Some traditional healers recommend eating kiwi with its skin on, as the skin contains additional nutrients, but this is optional and based on personal preference. Coming up last is our 10th fruit, perhaps the most surprising on our list. This common fruit has been shown in clinical studies to reduce parasitic load by up to 80% when consumed regularly. But first, I want to emphasize that these natural remedies are not just about eliminating parasites, they're about restoring your body's natural balance and creating an internal environment where parasites simply cannot thrive. 10. Lemon. Our final parasite-fighting fruit is the humble lemon. Don't let its common presence in your kitchen fool you. Lemons contain powerful compounds that create an inhospitable environment for parasites while supporting your body's natural detoxification processes. Lemons contain a compound called D-limonene, which has been shown to dissolve the waxy coating of parasites, making them vulnerable to your body's immune defenses. Additionally, the citric acid in lemons helps alkalize your body once metabolized, creating an environment where parasites struggle to survive. A study in the Journal of Agricultural and Food Chemistry found that lemon extract was effective against several species of intestinal parasites, particularly those that attach to intestinal walls. The researchers noted that regular consumption of lemon juice could help prevent parasitic reinfestation by maintaining an alkaline intestinal environment. What makes lemon particularly valuable is its versatility and accessibility. For maximum benefit, start each day with warm lemon water, squeeze half a fresh lemon into a glass of warm, not hot water, and drink it first thing in the morning on an empty stomach. This simple practice not only helps fight parasites, but also supports liver function, improves digestion, and provides a gentle morning detox. Now that we've explored these 10 powerful parasite-fighting fruits, let's talk about how to incorporate them into your daily routine for maximum benefit. Remember, consistency is key with natural remedies. Occasional use won't provide the results you're looking for. Here's a simple weekly plan to help you get started. Begin each day with warm lemon water on an empty stomach. This helps alkalize your system and prepare your digestive tract for the day ahead. For breakfast, rotate between papaya with seeds and a berry smoothie with kiwi. Both provide powerful enzymatic support first thing in the morning when your digestive system is most receptive. Include pineapple as a mid-morning snack, taking advantage of its bromelain content between meals when it can work most effectively. Incorporate coconut oil into your cooking or take it directly before lunch. Enjoy guava tea with a drop of oregano oil in the afternoon, providing a gentle but effective midday boost to your parasite-fighting regimen. Include fresh figs or pomegranate as an evening snack, allowing their gentle laxative effect to work overnight. Make a watermelon seed tea to drink before bed, giving its compounds time to work while you sleep. While following this protocol, it's important to support your body's detoxification pathways. Stay well hydrated, get adequate rest, and consider adding gentle movement like walking or yoga to help stimulate lymphatic flow. Most people notice improvements within the first week: increased energy, better digestion, clearer thinking, and improved sleep. However, for a complete parasite cleanse, continue this protocol for at least 3 weeks, then take a week break before repeating if necessary. Remember, these natural remedies are powerful but gentle. Unlike pharmaceutical treatments that can damage your gut lining and beneficial bacteria, these fruits work with your body's natural processes to create an environment where parasites simply cannot thrive while supporting your overall health. It's also worth noting that prevention is key. Once you've completed an initial cleanse, incorporating these fruits into your regular diet can help prevent reinfestation. Additionally, practice good hygiene, wash produce thoroughly, ensure meats are properly cooked, and be careful with water sources when traveling. As we age, our immune system needs more support, not less. These parasite-fighting fruits don't just target unwanted guests, they provide valuable nutrients that support your overall health, from your immune system to your cognitive function to your digestive health. If you've been experiencing unexplained health issues, persistent digestive problems, fatigue that won't lift, skin problems, or brain fog, consider that parasites might be playing a role. These natural remedies offer a gentle yet effective approach to regaining your health and vitality. Thank you for joining me today on this exploration of nature's parasite-fighting fruits. I hope you found this information valuable and empowering. Remember, your health journey is unique, and what works best for you may be a personalized combination of these remedies. If you found this remedy interesting, wait until you see what lemon does to your liver. For those of you interested in a deeper understanding of parasitic infections and how these fruits work to combat them, let's explore the science behind parasites and their impact on human health, particularly for adults over 50. Parasites generally fall into several categories: protozoa, single-celled organisms, helminths, worms, and ectoparasites, ticks, mites, etc. The most common intestinal parasites include 1. Giardia lamblia, a protozoan that attaches to the lining of the small intestine and causes giardiasis, with symptoms including diarrhea, gas, stomach cramps, and nausea. 2. Cryptosporidium, another protozoan that can cause cryptosporidiosis, characterized by watery diarrhea, stomach cramps, and slight fever. 3. Entamoeba histolytica, causes amoebiasis, with symptoms ranging from mild diarrhea to severe dysentery with blood and mucus. 4. Ascaris lumbricoides, a large roundworm that can cause abdominal pain, nausea, vomiting, and in severe cases, intestinal blockage. 5. Hookworms, attach to the intestinal wall and feed on blood, potentially causing anemia, protein deficiency, and fatigue. 6. Pinworms, common in children but can affect adults, causing intense itching around the anus, especially at night. 7. Tapeworms, can grow up to 30 feet long and absorb nutrients from your intestines, leading to nutritional deficiencies. 8. Toxoplasma gondii, often contracted from undercooked meat or cat feces, this parasite can cause flu-like symptoms and, in immunocompromised individuals, more serious complications. As we age, several factors make us more susceptible to parasitic infections. Declining immune function. After 50, our thymus gland begins to shrink, producing fewer T cells, which are crucial for fighting infections, including parasitic ones. Changes in stomach acid production. Many adults over 50 produce less stomach acid, either naturally or due to medications like proton pump inhibitors. This reduced acidity creates a more hospitable environment for parasites to survive the journey through the stomach. Altered gut microbiome. Age-related changes to our gut bacteria can reduce our natural defenses against parasitic invaders. Increased travel. Many adults over 50 enjoy travel during retirement, potentially exposing them to parasites not common in their home regions. Now, let's delve deeper into how the fruits we've discussed work against these parasites. Anti-parasitic mechanisms. 1. Enzymatic action. Enzymes like papain, papaya, bromelain pineapple, actinidin, kiwi, and phycin, figs, break down the protein structures that parasites use for protection and attachment. These enzymes essentially digest parts of the parasite, weakening its defenses. 2. Alkalizing effect. Parasites generally prefer an acidic environment. Fruits like lemons, which become alkaline once metabolized, help shift your body's pH to a more alkaline state, making it harder for parasites to thrive. 3. Biofilm disruption. Many parasites create protective biofilms, essentially a shield of mucus and bacteria that protects them from your immune system and treatments. Certain compounds in fruits like pineapple and papaya can break down these biofilms, exposing the parasites. 4. Direct toxic effects. Some fruit compounds are directly toxic to parasites. For example, the carpane in papaya seeds and D-limonene in lemons can directly damage parasite cell membranes. 5. Immune support. Many of these fruits are rich in antioxidants and vitamins that support your immune system, helping your body mount a more effective response against parasites. 6. Mechanical removal. The fiber in fruits like berries and figs helps physically sweep parasites and their eggs from the intestinal tract through improved bowel movements. Research evidence. The anti-parasitic effects of these fruits aren't just folk wisdom. They're increasingly supported by scientific research. A 2012 study in the Journal of Medicinal Plants Research found that papaya seeds were effective against intestinal parasites in 76.7% of subjects, comparable to conventional anti-parasitic drugs, but without the side effects. Research published in the International Journal of Pharma and Biosciences demonstrated that pineapple extract was effective against tapeworms, with 80% effectiveness after 24 hours of exposure. A 2018 study in BMC Complementary and Alternative Medicine showed that pomegranate extract had significant activity against Giardia lamblia, reducing viable parasites by over 70%. The Journal of Agricultural and Food Chemistry published research confirming that compounds in watermelon seeds paralyzed adult worms in laboratory studies, preventing them from maintaining their grip on intestinal walls. Integrating with conventional medicine. While these natural remedies can be powerful, it's important to approach parasite cleansing as part of an integrated health strategy. If you suspect a parasitic infection, consider testing through your healthcare provider. Stool tests can identify many common parasites, though they sometimes require multiple samples for accuracy. For severe or diagnosed parasitic infections, these fruits can complement, not replace, prescribed treatments. Many healthcare providers are becoming more open to integrated approaches. Be aware of potential die-off reactions, also called Herxheimer reactions, as parasites are eliminated. These can include temporary fatigue, headaches, digestive upset, and skin eruptions. While uncomfortable, they're generally a sign that the treatment is working. If you have existing health conditions or take medications, consult with your healthcare provider before starting any intensive parasite cleanse, as some fruits can interact with certain medications. Maintaining long-term gut health. After completing a parasite cleanse, focus on maintaining a gut environment that resists future parasitic colonization. Rebuild beneficial bacteria with probiotic-rich foods like yogurt, kefir, sauerkraut, and kimchi. Support gut lining repair with nutrients like L-glutamine, zinc, and collagen. Maintain healthy stomach acid levels, which serve as your first line of defense against ingested parasites. Practice mindful eating and thorough chewing, which optimizes digestion and reduces the likelihood of parasites surviving the digestive process. By understanding the science behind parasitic infections and how these fruits work to combat them, you can take a more informed approach to protecting your health. Remember, these natural remedies aren't just about eliminating unwanted guests. They're about creating an internal environment where your body can thrive.